9 News at 9 starts right now.
Some slow-moving storms are dumping a whole lot of rain and even some hail around the Denver area tonight. That's prompted a flash flood warning. Good evening and welcome in at 9. I'm Alexandra Lewis.
And I'm Kyle Clark. So let's get straight to Kathy Sabin and a look at the radar picture. Hey, Kathy.
Hey there, flash flood warning remains in effect for Denver, Adams County, and Arapahoe County. Even though the heaviest rain has stopped in the city, we've had 1.5 to 2 inches of rain that's come down in the past hour. So flooding, localized flooding, still an issue over the next hour or so. Temperatures have cooled, as you might imagine, with the cloud cover and the rain, 60s and low 70s along the Front Range. The radar still very active with thunder, lightning, and heavy downpours. We still have flash flood warnings around the area. This one here again is the one in eastern Denver, western Adams, western Arapahoe. You can see the rain has moved south, but that flash flood warning remains in effect for this area through 11 o'clock tonight because we're starting to see some creeks and rivers, streams around the area, and drainage and culvert areas kind of not catching up with all that water. Douglas County has had heavy rain as well. Flash flood warning out there until 9:45. Ponderosa Park, portions of Parker, seen several inches of rain and pea-sized hail. And it's still raining in that area and out toward the Kiowa area tonight. So slow-moving storms, certainly a problem tonight. And just make sure you're staying weather aware and you're getting those weather alerts as we continue to see that rain overnight tonight and then another round tomorrow. Comfortable temperatures. We had a nice cool day today, another cool day tomorrow. More rain coming in and a chance for flooding rain at that. And then we turn up the heat, triple-digit highs with elevated fire danger heading into the weekend. Details with your extended forecast coming up.
Our weather impact team is continuing to keep an eye on these storms as they develop, so stay with us here on 9 News, and of course you can stay updated on the 9 News app. It was a death that never made the news, never resulted in charges, and never resulted in much more than a massive amount of heartache for one woman's family. But tonight, our 9 News Investigates team can report it's also a death that appears to be linked to a man now accused of repeatedly and fatally stabbing 2 people in Aurora last month.
Chris Vanderveen shares a story that the woman's family believes finally deserves to be told publicly.
Within the grain and the fuzz, you can see him, the man with the backpack. It's late June and surveillance cameras in Aurora record him here, and here, and here.
911, what's the address of the emergency?
The caller doesn't see the man with the backpack, but he does see someone else on the ground.
Oh, he's bleeding. Yo, are you okay?
Right around here.
Dude.
Is he awake, sir?
Hey, are you okay?
Blocks away another body,
Hey.
another stabbing,
Hey.
another murder.
Okay, could you give me the cross street of where exactly he's at, sir?
That man in the backpack, Aurora police say he's a parolee named Ricky Lee Roybal Smith, now charged with 2 counts of first-degree murder. That we've reported. This we haven't until now. The last time Roybal Smith was on parole, he was the one and only suspect in another death.
This is a picture of Meg, senior high school picture.
Jenny only wants us to use her first name, mostly because of what we're about to tell you about a woman named Meg Eberhardt. Who's Meg?
Meg's my daughter.
3 years ago, a Lyft driver dropped off Meg at this light rail station in Inglewood. Seconds later, Meg began screaming for help. This report outlined she screamed 7 times. Officers responded. A man ran when police attempted to contact him. Eventually, that man struggled with officers.
There was no doubt in my mind she had been brutally, physically attacked.
Jenny saw her estranged daughter for the first time in years in a hospital with no more than a machine keeping her alive.
It was probably the hardest thing I ever did in my life. And to see her in the condition she was in still breaks my heart.
Who's Meg?
She's my mom.
Zeta also hadn't seen Meg in years when she rushed to be by her mom's side.
There was no brain activity and she couldn't breathe by herself. The doctors made it very clear that this wasn't something that she would be able to recover from.
What they didn't know, at least not then, was this. The man next to Meg, the man who ran, the man who struggled, that was a man on parole, a man by the name of Ricky Lee Roybal Smith. Did you think at the time she was murdered?
To me, that was the most logical conclusion. she was pretty battered from what I saw.
State records obtained by 9 News Investigate suggest Inglewood police officers never wavered in their belief Roybal Smith murdered Meg. The officers said as much in these notes sent to parole. "I will absolutely let you know when I file the case on Ricky. Thank you for assisting us with this." And then this, a little more than 3 months after Meg's death. Homicide charges had been referred to the district attorney's office.
So they're treating it like a homicide.
They're treating it like a murder, yeah.
But in the DA's office, the case stalled 4 months after Meg's death, awaiting a response if DA's office will be accepting charges for homicide. Complicating the case, an autopsy that noted numerous cuts and bruises, but no official cause or manner of death. Undetermined, concluded the coroner. Eventually, the DA's office did charge Roybal Smith, not with murder, but with felony menacing for an unrelated crime. The sentence, just 4 years. He'd serve only 2.
911, what's the address of the emergency?
Which is why he was on parole again this year, when Aurora police say he stabbed 2 people, 2 strangers, in less than an hour in late June. Neither Zeta nor Jenny had heard about the new cases until we told them.
It just brings all of that back in a flood. I mean, you don't even have a moment to think, what should I do in that circumstance? It just hits you like a Mack truck.
Inglewood police will only say the investigation into Meg Eberhardt's death remains open 3 years later. As for Roybal Smith, Denver prosecutors say they're still investigating him for yet another death. Roybal Smith's cellmate in the Denver jail mysteriously died the day after the Aurora stabbings. Jenny says it all makes her think of Meg and what could have been with the man with the backpack.
He should have been prosecuted in the beginning and never had a chance to do this to other people.
Chris Vanderveen, 9 News.
Today, we received a statement from the Arapahoe County District Attorney's Office saying that that case is open and active. In fact, we're told new testing came back from the state just this month that is now considered to be new evidence in the case. There's going to be a case review between the coroner and police in the next week or so. We'll keep you updated.
New tonight, a dead body was found inside a vacant home in Weld County. It happened this afternoon in a neighborhood near West C Street and North 23rd Avenue in Greeley. The sheriff's office says deputies were called out to a home that was vacant and under construction. They say it was being renovated after a fire earlier this year. They say the owner of the home showed up and found the body inside. The sheriff's office says they are still investigating. In the trial of James Craig today, another woman Craig had an affair with told jurors that Craig said he knew how to kill someone without leaving evidence. Cassie Hegseth told the jury she began an affair with Craig in the fall of 2022, months before his wife Angela died from a mysterious illness. She said they talked about the movie The Purge, which is about one day when people can kill whoever they want without any consequence. Hegseth testified that conversation, Craig mentioned his wife and said if he were to kill someone, he'd inject them in the neck with a substance. An autopsy showed Angela Craig ingested lethal doses of cyanide and an ingredient in eye drops. Arsenic was also found in her system. Testimony is scheduled to resume tomorrow morning. ICE says they arrested 243 migrants in the Denver metro area as a part of more than a week-long operation. They say it happened between July 12th and the 20th. Federal immigration officials didn't provide any details about where or how these people were taken into custody. They only gave the names and ages of 8 of the people that they detained. Of those 8, ICE says 5 had criminal convictions and 1 has pending charges.
We now know the reason that a family had their sliding glass door open the day a girl fell from a 7th-story ledge of a homeless shelter in Denver. The family told detectives it was because it was unbearably hot in their room at the shelter. The 11-year-old girl fell on July 7th. She's still in the hospital, but expected to recover. According to police reports, parents said they opened the sliding glass the night before because they said they could not breathe. It was so hot in their room. They didn't realize it was open the next day because a curtain was covering it. After the fall from the 7th-story ledge, police noted that the apartment was hot, that the AC was either not turned on or not functioning. Documents show the family requested the AC be fixed before the girl fell. The city said they repaired it and it malfunctioned again. Both the city and police say the family was offered a different room a week before the incident, but declined. The city says they upgraded the HVAC system 3 months ago and last month began work to improve ventilation and to install tamper-proof window locks.